What to do when you don't have the answers? So day four was not an easy day. It was very highly emotional, and then I tried to welcome the emotions and let them flow through my body. But still, I was feeling like, I know those situations are for us. I deeply, deeply know it's not the first time of my life those in between moments arrive, and I know this is for myself, but there are some days where it felt like heavy, especially when you have the flow of emotion and you don't understand what's going on, what is coming, why I'm feeling that wave. And so I'm always now, as what I learned the last 5 years, to embrace those moments, to really let the emotion going through my body, to let the tears go out. And you know, um, and then life continue. I had a lunch with my cousin. He's the youngest one. He's my little cousin, actually. He's 25 or 26 in a week. And he's an entrepreneur and, he's young, working hard and making his way here in Dubai. And and I kind of share with him my whole situation. And I love how first myself, celebrating myself for sharing openly to what's happening to me, for me at the moment, because in the past, I would stay to the surface level or I would stay to the business level and, what I can say that keep my image safe. But first is family. And then I just like share to him like, well, I'm in this phase of in between. I'm not really know. And I gave myself 35 days to kind of have more clues and figure out. And the first reaction was like, oh my God, just 35 days. I say, yeah, because in a way I've been pausing my business for so long. So 35 days still like feel a long extension for me. But it was interesting for him to understand, my philosophy around that, and it was great to share it with him, to explain to him like, yeah, I just want to give myself a daily reflection about what I am experiencing, what this day is showing me, for me to kind of have a pieces of my puzzle together, because I feel still up until now to be like in pieces in some aspects. And I know it's for the something better still. And I deeply know that. So I share with him this, and he was trying to understand, okay, because he's an entrepreneur, action, and what is the problem? And, what is your problem? And at first I say, yeah, I need the structure of my business, and start to talk about, oh yeah, so maybe you can contact this guy. He has been doing those things. And I was like telling him, you know what? It's not there. I don't have a problem of structure in the business. I don't have a problem of knowing what I want to do. I have a deeper something inside of me of meaning, of seeking for meaning and deepness. And those answers are inside myself. So that was great. It was great to allow that. And it was a great reminder of everything as a solution when you are able to articulate the problem, right? So I love that because it's how I function in my life. And sometimes I'm over speeding toward like, oh, let's find the problem so we can find the solution. But I noticed today in that type of situation I am in, it's like, I don't need the solution yet. I need the space. I need the air, the breathe, the space, I would say. It's this moment in life where I don't have to rush that the transformation. I don't have to figure things out right now. I don't have a vital point. I want to feel better. I want to find meaning again in some shaping form. And it reminds me, I'm just writing my book, and I'm in this chapter where I arrive in Australia where I lost meaning, but truly deep meaning. Like, I think today what I'm experiencing is a snippet of what I experienced 5 years ago, where I lost it all in many sense. And so the reminder today was about this, let's look at the situation with the lens of what is really happening, because I was really experiencing and explaining to him a lot of financial consequences. And look at me, he said, "Lucy, it's not you talk a lot about money, but it's not the problem." And I say, yes. So it's always as we, can put things in our head and thought around the financial triggers that we experience about one particular emotion or situation. And then if we remove that financial lens, what is there? What remains there? And he said to me something about, you have to have a look if it's your ego willing you to stand that situation, not to fail this business, not to, lose face and all those things, or is it really what you want? And I didn't have the answers one more time. And I'm like, well, that's true. Let's look at that. So, reminding ourselves down, if you have a problem, there are solutions until you figure out what is actually the real problem you're facing. Second part is really about, you know, finances and money. And I know those things because the name of my book is Money is an Excuse, because it's not about money. So when money is in the thought, I think it's the mind triggering us about what if money was not there, or I invested too much money there, so I want the return on investment there. And it's like, okay, but let's remove money from the equation. And what left? What are the decisions you are making? What are the choices you are making? You're making them from a place of ego and your status and your role and the importance you give to yourself? Or is it really a yes from inside out that I want these things to happen? So I got this lesson from someone way younger than me, yes, but it's a great reminder. And last thing, yeah, so giving space to myself. And then one thing I really connected with yesterday is to watch the sunset. And every time I watch the sunset or the sunrise, it's something beautiful, magical, so unique. And the sun for me is strong in the representation and the meaning, because whatever it's cloudy or dark or bad weather, the sun is still going up and down every single day. And reconnecting yesterday, the sun was like so burning, beautiful, huge suns going down into the water and the Khalifa Burj and all those buildings in Dubai. It was beautifully made. And it's a reminder that life is still going on. Whatever you're experiencing, whatever situation today, it's happening every day. Every day is our chance. Every day is our chance to move to one step, one awareness to another. So that day was a day, but I love the reminders from, from family, from someone younger, from a different perspective. And we learn from everyone, and this is what I love. And the card for today is understanding through recognizing and respecting varied opinion. I can actively listen for greater insight. Understanding through recognizing and respecting varied opinions, I can actively listen for greater insight. So I love how on topic this is. See you tomorrow.